What's up, my air signs? How's everyone doing today? Hopefully pretty good. Here's a little special that I'm doing for you guys for the solar eclipse. And this is intended and meant to be as a love reading. I normally don't do a lot of those, so I decided to do it for you guys this month, in remembrance for the solar eclipse. But you can regard it as maybe just even friendship, relationship, partnership, any of the above, people at work, co-workers, whatever the case may be for you. Go ahead and apply it to your situation. Remember, guys, this is also a general love reading. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, you guys, here are the card positions. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The black card is going to be you guys. The white card is going to be the person in question, whether that's mother, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, cousin, neighbor, boss, whatever the case may be for you. So this is just general, about relationships. It is a love reading though, but you can apply it as so. Okay, so for the first position here, represents your present status or overall energy. The second position here represents the positive attributes. Third position right here represents other matters or considerations that need to be addressed. And the fourth position here represents the negative attributes. Once again, guys, this is a general love reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't and apply it to your unique situation. Also remember to watch your sun, moon, and your rising as well and apply that to your unique situation. Also, I just wanted to remind you guys that since energy is fluid, the energies may get crossed over in terms of the card positions. So for instance, you may be the black card, they may be the white card, or they may be the white card, you may be the black card, or in some instances, you may be the black, they may be the white, or maybe over here you're the white and they're the black. So just go ahead and apply it to your guys' situation, all right? Go ahead and check out the comment section of this video for a timestamp for your specific sign. Okay, let's go ahead and bless the deck and then we'll get started. Guardian angels of love and light, ancestors lost and known in the seas of time, please intercede into this reading to provide all the air signs with the clarity and direction as to which he or she seeks, and please grant me, the reader, the objectivity to read the cards and relay every single message as they are meant to be. So Gemini, for your first card position, or your first position, right here for their overall energy, you got the Moon card reversed, and the other got the Two of Cups reversed. Okay, Gemini, maybe there could be some secrets involved, or things being withheld in terms of information. Maybe some dishonesty kind of going on, and it's causing the other, or just the relationship in general, to fluctuate, maybe in terms of the love, maybe in terms of coming together as, as one, not seeing eye to eye. Also picking up that maybe it's causing a lot of emotion, for sure, in the relationship. It's causing a lot of upheaval. It's causing a lot of distrust. You guys are clearly both on two separate pages. I mean, if you or the other person cannot communicate with each other effectively, I mean, it's kind of, that's what's going on. I mean, you could be maybe dealing with the Pisces, maybe with an Aries or an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. You can have that in your chart as well. Let's clarify. Let's see. Okay, you got the Five of Water or the Five of Cups. And the other got the Four of Cups. Okay. Gemini, maybe possibly something could manifest from this relationship in terms of things maybe splitting up or things not really being on the same page, and it could, cause maybe one of you guys to maybe miss an opportunity in terms of maybe finding someone new, possibly. I hate saying that, but that's what I'm kind of getting. Maybe one of you definitely feeling shameful for what's going on. One of you feeling not very confident in the other. I'm really feeling like one of you are probably not confident, or both of you are not confident in yourself. Maybe one of you or both of you are looking at the smaller details versus the larger picture. And I feel like maybe that's why information is being withheld. Maybe lies and deception kind of involved a little bit as well. Okay, so for your second position here, for the positive attributes, you got the Father of Earth, and the other got the High Priestess reversed. Okay, so I kind of feel like it kind of has to do with your first position, like you may be withholding information and therefore the other senses it, so they're withholding information from you. And I feel like one of you is trying really hard to just stay balanced and to stay grounded, while the other is kind of just not speaking, being quite reticent, not really being communicative, maybe not really opening up or saying the things that need to be said. I feel like one of you is maybe the breadwinner, while the other one maybe is not. Kind of feeling, or I'm picking up that definitely lies and deception. I mean, things are being withheld. Information is being withheld. But I mean, we can also look at it like maybe information is being withheld because maybe it's for the better of the relationship. One of you is definitely being a little bit more grounded than the other. I feel like one's kind of taking things as like a joke or not too serious, while the other one is. And I feel like since the grounded one is kind of taking it more serious or seriously, that the other is kind of not speaking because of it. See? Okay, Gemini, you got the Seven of Earth or the Seven of Pentacles. And they got the Magician reversed. Okay. Someone's speaking of their plans, or someone's blatantly being kind of honest in terms of their actions. Also, there are decisions to be made, but I feel like maybe one or both of you cannot actually manifest those decisions that you guys want to make. I really feel like not on the same page for sure. I'm also picking up that one is completely on a separate, continent than the other in terms of you guys' thoughts. They're not coming together. They're not communing together. I'm kind of starting to pick up that maybe one is lost a little bit while the other may not be, or the other one may be trying to, or you or the other may be trying to kind of just decide where to go from here. What's the next form, or what's the next step? What's the next step of action or form of action? One or both of you are just not feeling confident in themselves to actually be able to move forward and to be able to continue on. And I feel like maybe one or both of you cannot trust each other right now, to not hurt each other, kind of in a sense, or maybe just you guys just don't trust each other in general, because I mean, information's being withheld, period. I mean, that's not very great. Let's see. Okay. So for your third position here, for other matters that need to be addressed, you got the Six of Earth, I think, is it? Oh, the Five of Pentacles, or Five of Earth. They got the Six of Pentacles reversed. Okay. I feel like this is like a cause and effect. Gemini, I kind of feel like maybe one is for sure causing the other to feel as so. Let's see. One of you is kind of withholding a little bit of information as well. One of you just wants to come out of a period, of being trapped. You want to be free, for sure. And one's being left out in the cold, or feeling like they are. I'm starting to pick up like a superior and inferior complex kind of going on a little bit. One is not giving to the relationship, and one is kind of feeling like they know that and they need to move on and need to move forward with it in terms of with their life as an individual. I feel like there's maybe some money issues as well that's kind of leading to maybe some greed or to some jealousy a little bit. Yeah, There's really no cooperation going on right now on two completely different pages. In terms of finances, in terms of, you know, emotional, I'm kind of picking up, even though, I mean, yeah, we did have cups in here, but not specifically here. Okay, you got the 10 of Earth in reverse, Gemini, and they got the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Okay, I think the things that need to be addressed maybe are just, one of you wants to start over, and I think that one of you is going to start over. And one of you is going to almost have everything that you need, but there's going to be that one person missing, which is going to be the other person. There's no cooperation. I mean, this was all pentacles right in the center. I mean, in terms of what needs to be addressed, finances, materialistic items, homes, cars, things of that nature. One's feeling like they're not getting this respect that they need in terms of that, and their stability is being rocked, while the other, it just wants to start over. There's, you know, they want to start their stability with someone else or something new. Offer can maybe possibly come in a little bit as well, but I feel like the offer will not be concerning one of you, or won't be concerning the other. Well, okay, so for your last and fourth position, the negative attributes, even though the Emperor, you got the Emperor, they got the Two of Pentacles reversed, even though the Emperor is upright, but then, you know, right next to the Two of Pentacles in reverse, I look at that as being kind of fake energy, being the kind of energy where, like, delusion kind of thinking that everything is okay and it's not, and maybe you or the other is protecting, or they believe that they're protecting their stability and they're protecting their home, but I don't think so, because everyone inside of the home or the other person is feeling unbalanced, feeling like, you know, they can't handle everything, and they can't also have trust in you as well as an individual, or, you know, you can't have trust in them as well. Just general, yeah, just general discontent, general things not being copacetic, things being very wishy-washy, but for sure not being able to trust in each other, that you guys have each other in terms of each other's back. Okay, you got the Three of Earth, okay. They got the Queen of Wands reversed, okay. I'm kind of picking up, Gemini, that either you or the other is maybe hanging around other people that necessarily aren't maybe great for you. And it's causing a lot of upheaval at your home or in your environment. One or both of you are kind of on going in different directions with different ideals. It's kind of like a clash of wills a little bit. I see that one of you is maybe willing to work with the other, that they would like to, but I can see that the Queen of Wands in reverse there. It's not going to happen. The intention and the root of it all is just kind of not there. It's not going to manifest in an appropriate way. I feel like tempers are kind of raging high, and things are just kind of falling apart, and it's going to be from both of you being very angry, either one or both of you being angry, but I feel like a lot of energy is involved, a lot of inertia is involved in terms of what you guys want to do. Again, the clash of wills, and also you guys not being on the same page is affecting the situation as well, making you more angry with each other, making you more annoyed with each other. The creativity is off, the approach is off with both of you, and I think you guys do have the potential to actually get along and to at least be copacetic with each other. I'm also kind of picking up like maybe co-parenting, but I think that maybe it's too late, I want to say. I hate to say that, but it's too late, or every little bit hurts, that kind of moment. Okay, all right, Gemini, that completes the reading. I'm sorry that it came out like that, but you know, you guys know I read what I see and I see what I read. All right, guys. Well, Gemini, good luck. Hope everything works out favorably. We'll see ya. Okay, Libra, for your first position here, for the overall energy, I'm kind of picking up that maybe one of you kind of feels like if the other will give more, if the other would be more present, right, within the relationship or the partnership, or whatever this may be for you, or what type of relationship this may be for you. I feel like it will make the relationship a little bit better. It'll make it stronger. And speaking of stronger, down here, but this position here, I'm kind of feeling like it's that maybe lack of presence, lack of being present, of the other being present maybe, or you being present, you know, that may be for their end as well. But I feel like that's kind of what's going on. And I feel like if their presence was more there, or was more felt, or they were actually there more often, sound, mind, body, and soul, I'm kind of feeling like that it would, the relationship would be a lot better. It would make the relationship feel more like a partnership or like a relationship, because I feel like their presence is missing. Their active presence is missing as well. You know, being there to talk to them, being there to understand, being there to bounce ideas off of each other, you know, because I feel like it's not there. They're not present. They're not there to commune with. They're not there to confer with, I feel like that's a big one here. And that's kind of not, without that being there in terms of just giving as well, with the Four of Earth in reverse that you got and the King of Pentacles that they got. I feel like that's what's missing. I mean, even the colors kind of go hand in hand, but I just feel like it's giving, but giving more than just maybe monetarily, giving more than just maybe a home, more than a car. It's just, I feel like it's giving more of a presence. That's what I feel like, investing the amount of time, but also wanting to, you or the other person wanting to actually be there, the other person wanting to be there, most importantly not be there because they feel like they have to, because they want to, you know, feeling like they're part of the relationship or the partnership. Okay, Libra, you got the Father of Earth. Oh wow, that's the King of Pentacles. It's a little interesting. And they got the Ace of Swords here. Okay, I kind of feel like, you know, maybe communication is what needs to happen, or maybe more effective communication, maybe more communication in terms of that's going to add to the relationship, because I feel like maybe you guys are not on the same page most of the time. And I feel like I'm also picking up that maybe you guys do things separately and you guys are building your own foundation, but not a foundation together. And I feel like the communication needs to start again, or you guys need to start over with the communication. You guys need to communicate with each other and find ways of doing it more effectively, doing it more honorably, respecting each other's opinion, so that you guys can then come in together to build a foundation together, because I feel like it's a lot of separateness going on right now. One's doing one thing, the other's doing the other thing, which may be kind of working a little bit, but all in all, I mean, it's not really a partnership, it's not a relationship if both are involved equally together, you know? Okay, so for the second position here, for the positive attributes, I'm kind of feeling like, once again, with the communication, you know, maybe one's learning to communicate a little bit better, while the other one is maybe more actively involved, or yearns to be more actively involved. One wants to see results out of the other, and I feel like communication is maybe one of them, you know. And also I'm picking up not necessarily being there just communicatively, that's even a word, but you know what I'm saying, just being there, not just communicatively, but just also being there to support, being there to comfort the other, to say that, you know, okay, yeah, I understand you want to be here and you're saying all the things that you want, cool, but I need to see action, you know. And I feel like, you know, especially Libra with the 7, is it? Yeah, the 8 of fire here in reverse, and then with the Page of Swords there, it's kind of like the 8 of fire reverse can kind of signify like rushing, or trying to achieve something in a fast manner, you know, having a lot of confidence in terms of pushing forward, but without communication, you know, it's not going to happen, or you may, or the other may trip over themselves, you know. So that's why I feel like coming together, and I think the positiveness that can come out of here, or the positive traits or attributes that can come out of this is, you know, when one makes a mistake, you know, the other kind of sees it, and then they develop a new way of communicating, maybe possibly as well. I'm kind of picking that up a little bit. Through one's mistakes, the other kind of then realizes certain things, and then they then develop their way of communicating better. Kind of, let me see, also picking up on doing things together, also doing things precisely together, maybe when things are copacetic, or you guys are both maybe on the same page at that time, that, you know, the common goals are kind of reached a little bit, and you guys then improve upon your communication as well. Okay, Libra, you got the 10 of Wind, or 10 of Swords reverse, and they got the Knight of Swords reverse. Oh wow, a lot of communication. I mean, I'm kind of picking up that maybe in a positive sense, that when you guys come out of periods of rough patches, you know, one sees where the other went wrong. One sees through these rough patches, if it's either you or the other person, that they see that they could have communicated a little bit better. They could have been more honest. They could have worked upon the situation a little bit more, because then that can in turn build upon the relationship a lot better. It can also in turn see where the other went wrong, and seeing how communication and how one's words affect the other, and how it can either be good or it can either be bad. But I feel like, you know, maybe when things do go wrong, or when maybe one of you, or you, Libra, in this case for your card here, when you come out of the period of feeling kind of trapped, or feeling like kind of under wraps, that, you know, the other will realize what they say and how they say certain things that affect you, and maybe that can help you guys build a stronger relationship. Now for the third position here, for other matters that need to be addressed, you got the Empress reverse, they got the Ace of Pentacles reverse. I'm kind of seeing that maybe some of the offers that are coming in, or some of the how can I say it, the propositions, I mean, either it can be sexually, or it can just be anything in general, that the offers aren't really, they're being turned down. The offers for maybe a new start, the offers for maybe starting things again, starting things from the beginning, you know, and they're not really being created because they're not being taken, or they're not being absorbed, or they're being rejected. So then how can things start again if new offers aren't given? You know, or if new offers are given but they're rejected, how can things manifest from them, or how can they then turn around and actually be something of substance, or something of viability? That's not really too great, you know, when offers are being rejected. But then again, you know, on the flip side, we have to also realize that, you know, what kind of offers are coming in? Are they a viability? Do they start at a great standstill, or a great standpoint? Do they add to the succession, or maybe the success of the relationship? You know, because if they're off from the beginning, they're not going to be successful in the end. You know, so I feel like maybe that's where you guys need to come to that middle, and kind of see where the offers are coming from, and what they are, what's the substance of them, and how they work, and if they're viable. Okay, Libra, you got the Father of Water in reverse, or the King of Cups reverse. They got the Devil reverse. Okay. I'm kind of picking up that maybe, you know, one of you is maybe manipulative a little bit with the emotions, and maybe, okay, I'm kind of picking up too that maybe because of this, you guys tend to kind of maybe be a little bit rude or absurd to each other, and then maybe it kind of calms things down for the moment, and you guys think that maybe everything will kind of just placate itself, and it'll kind of calm down, and, you know, or I'm also picking up that maybe you guys push each other away a lot, and that can also play a role that can also come in terms of manipulation of the emotions. You know, and it can also cause you guys to not realize that maybe pushing each other away is the actual result. As to why the relationship maybe is, you know, shaken, or the relationship doesn't have a substantial stability, or maybe somewhere that you guys can stand on in each other's world. You know, like I'm picturing, like, you know, like a seesaw, kind of like a teeter-totter kind of, in a sense. Like, you know, it's like one's going up, it's going down, and it's kind of like you guys can never just level out. And I feel like it's because there's a lot of hurt, there's a lot of manipulation kind of going on within the relationship from both ends. You know, but you guys don't realize that maybe that's the actual problem. Okay, so for your last and final position for the negative attributes, Libra, you got the Two of Earth reversed, or the Two of Pentacles reversed. They got Strength reversed. I feel like, you know, maybe when one of you doesn't feel balanced, you know, given Libra, you know, scales, balance, the other is thrown off, because then they don't know how to approach you, or vice versa. I feel like maybe both of you, or one of you, feels like they can't handle everything that gets thrown at them, and then that in turn makes the other person feel like they're not doing something correctly, and that actually makes them not feel too strong, makes them feel like they want to give up, or that what they do is not enough, that they can't meet you halfway in the middle. You know, that it's almost impossible to, you know, I feel like this is a perspective. It's a perception a little bit too, in terms of how things work. Are things falling apart, and are they really falling apart in the manner as to which you are seeing them or perceiving them to fall apart? Is it actually falling apart like that? Or is it more of a mindset? Libra, you got the Four of Cups, or the Four of Water. They got the King of Swords reversed. Okay, I'm kind of feeling like, or I'm seeing that, you know, the words that are exchanged just make, you know, you guys or one or the other feel just like they're missing out on opportunities within the world. Maybe they don't feel like, they don't understand whether they're coming or they're going. It's just, it's the emotional, yes, or the emotional abuse or feeling of feeling deprived, or depravity kind of comes from, or it's a result of a harsh exchange of words. That words can really cut, and they do. And that's what the King of Swords is representative of when he's in reverse. Someone who comes in very abruptly and just uses words to cut, and uses words to just make each other feel like crap. Just a way of just knowing how to hit each other's buttons, and knowing what to say and how to say it, and knowing when to say it in certain instances or certain moments. So I feel like that could be something you guys can work on, in terms of maybe a negative attribute that can be speaking to each other more appropriately and in a more appropriate manner. You know, I'm also kind of picking up on forgiveness as well, and I'm not sure why I'm getting that, but that can come from not having an open line or proper line of communication, especially. Okay, Libra, that's what I'm getting for your little spread here for the solar eclipse of August 2017. We'll see ya. Okay, Aquarius, so for your first position here, for the overall energy, you got the Seven of Earth, I believe. Oh, Seven of Fire. Okay, Seven of Fire, and the other got the Nine of Wands here. Okay, I kind of feel like maybe I'm kind of picking up that maybe some of the ambition of one of you kind of leads the other to think, or to feel like they have to match yours, or that there's like a I don't want to really call it a competition, but like they have to kind of rise up or raise up to your type of ambition, or to your level of expression, creativity, in terms of what you want and how you want to go about things and what you want to manifest. And I feel like the other, you know, the other's kind of feeling like they have to match up to that, like they're almost there. Maybe there's also some kind of maybe trying to understand where your courage or your ambition comes from in terms of wanting to manifest things and having that bold fighting sense. When I say fighting, I just mean fighting for what you want type of vibe. I feel like they maybe would feel like they have to maybe match it, or they're trying to understand it in terms of like, do they need to match it? Do they need to not match it? Do they need to just oblige you? Do they need to just be there for you when things like that happen? Do they need to rise to the occasion more? Do they expect, or does one expect the other should do that? I'm also kind of picking up like maybe some of one of your ambitions in terms of how you go about doing it maybe feel or may become burdensome on the other. Like they kind of feel like, oh wow, like now I have to pick up the slack, or wow, I have to pick up their mess in a sense a little bit, or maybe the aftermath of one of your guys's a fight for ambition or fight for what they want. I'm kind of feeling like a little bit. Let's see. Okay, you got the Four of Cups or Four of Water reversed. They got the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Maybe one of you's kind of feeling like they almost have everything in terms of what they're looking for in the other. That it's almost there, and they can see that it's there, and they can see that all the potential within you, or the potential within the other, I should say. But I kind of feel like maybe one feels, maybe this person here who feels like it's almost there, that seeing in the other person that they have the full potential. But I kind of feel like they're feeling like they can't achieve the Ten of Pentacles, like they can't get there with them because there's something missing. Like this person here, this energy here is not feeling completely fulfilled. Like they're missing that one piece. And I feel like both of you feel like you're missing a piece within the relationship. Like you're missing an aspect that you guys really both need. And it comes really from communication. I mean, with communication comes a lot of understanding what the other person needs and what the other person wants, and what they acquire and what they require from the other. And they also have to you guys have to understand each other and what you guys need as individuals, and then come together and find out what you guys need as a couple, or as this relationship progresses. For your second position here, for the positive attributes, I can kind of see that maybe when one of you gets a little bit too ambitious, they can maybe come in a little bit harsh, a little bit forceful, that the other one kind of just relaxes, lets things kind of flow, and it keeps kind of the cohesion together within the relationship or partnership. That it keeps things, or one keeps things copacetic while the other is kind of, being a little ambitious and just kind of coming in a little too hard, coming a little bit too demanding. The other one kind of just says, oh, they're just going through their phase kind of thing, like they'll be okay as time goes on. And I feel like when one keeps the prize at hand, or the prize, the other eye on the prize in terms of what the goal is, that it kind of calms the other one down, and it makes the other one kind of feel calmer in the end. Like they feel like you guys feel like you're connected a little bit when it comes to that. Like one kind of pops off and the other one kind of doesn't, and then vice versa. And you guys have a good way of controlling or helping each other control a lot of that ambition at times. Okay, you got the Six of Fire here, or Six of Wands reverse, and they got the Nine of Swords here. Wow, reverse as well. Maybe one of you kind of feels like they can't be proud of something, or that the other doesn't understand them because of that. And I feel like with the Nine of Swords reversed here, kind of feeling like you guys can kind of, I feel like you guys kind of get upset, or you guys kind of feel each other's feelings or feel each other's auras at a certain time. And I feel like when this happens, you guys can kind of adjust each other, and you guys can pick up each other's like I said, auras, and then just maybe adjust in terms of how you guys approach each other. And I feel like it brings you guys out of anxiety sometimes, and it brings you out of further debilitating measures. It brings you out of that period. But also, like, I'm kind of picking up that when it's good, and when it's bad kind of thing. But you guys need to maybe find a healthy medium in terms of how to oblige each other a little bit better. But I feel like it is something that you guys do work on, and you guys do know how to do. It may get lost in translation or lost in the sauce at times, but I feel like if you guys really do work on that can be a really great and positive aspect within the relationship. So for your third position, for other matters that need to be addressed, you got the Two of Earth, or Two of Pentacles reversed. They got the Two of Cups. Whenever you see two, the number 2 in tarot, it's, you know, choosing a path. Now I feel like what needs to be addressed is that maybe two or both of you are on different pages sometimes, like really on different pages, and it affects the relationship because one kind of wants you guys to be emotionally on the same page, while the other kind of wants each other to be on the same page in terms of stability, in terms of what the goal is, in terms of acquiring stability or acquiring materialistic views. Like, for instance, like one wants both of you guys to be on the page in terms of, on the same page in terms of maybe saving up money for a home, for instance, right? While the other kind of at the same token kind of wants you guys to, yes, be on the same page in terms of saving up for the home, but at the same time kind of like, well, let's emotionally link up and let's see how we can work with each other together. And then it kind of throws things off. Like you guys both have the same intention in mind. You guys do want things to work out together, but at the same time it's kind of like you guys want different things at different times, but you guys want the same thing but at different times, if that makes sense. Like I kind of feel like one may be, like I said, more on the stability end, want you guys to be together in terms of the stability and be on the same page, while the other one kind of wants like the emotional part about it. And then later on down the road, one that wanted the emotion wants the stability, and the one that wanted the stability wants the emotion. Like that, I kind of feel like there's a lot of ups and downs that go along with it in terms of the number 2. Since you guys both got 2, it kind of signifies to me like, I guess both just need to make a decision, make sure that both of you make that same decision. You guys are working towards the same attainment of the goal in mind. Okay, you got the Tower reversed. They got the Strength card reversed. Okay, I kind of feel like maybe somewhere along the lines, Aquarius, like you or the other may try to avoid something, may try to avoid negative possible outcomes, and in the quest, or on your quest, or on their quest of doing that it ends up making the other feel not so strong, or making the other person feel like they aren't, that their point of view is not viewed at that time. Like, like one of you is trying to busy, like I said, trying to avoid the everything from coming crashing down, and then while you're doing that, you're so focused on that because you kind of know that's the idea to prevent that, but then the other is kind of feeling like they're being ignored. I feel that the other is not really, their emotion or their point of view isn't absorbed and it's not appreciated, and it can make the other feel like they're not part of the relationship. It can make them feel like they're not included within this venture, within this plan, to not make things happen, to not make things turn out negatively. But in turn, I kind of feel like since you or the other person doesn't include the other person in terms of how to avoid, or on their venture of avoiding circumstances, that the other feels like they're left out on the cold and that they're not included, I kind of feel. Now with your last position here for the negative attributes, you got the Mother of Earth reversed, or the Queen of Pentacles reversed. They got the 4 swords. I see this. I feel like maybe one of you is kind of other things in life or other situations in life kind of make one of you feel like they need to address those issues, the worldly issues. Let's say they're trying to address or adjust to the worldly issues, and therefore it's making the other feel like you or that person that's adjusting not feel like they're present. And then it makes the other person kind of feel like they have to go into a moment of stillness, and they're trying to think of like, well, why aren't they paying attention to me, or why aren't they here, or why aren't they present? Like, why do I feel like I'm not involved, or they're not involved, or like, and then I think like things kind of start to come up where it's like, oh my god, are they cheating on me? Are they doing this? Are they doing that? And like, you know, those head thoughts start to come up, and it makes the person kind of go crazy. But then they're trying to balance it all as well. This person's trying to balance it all. Well, this person is trying to adjust with the worldly points of view, or their worldly events that, you know, intercede into your guys' life as a couple, or as the relationship progresses, I feel. Let's see. Okay, Aquarius, you got the Emperor reverse, and they got Three of Wands reversed. Okay. I feel like when that happens, you know, when other situations pervade or evade, you know, the space of your guys' relationship or partnership, I kind of feel like it in turn doesn't let the other person know whether they're coming or they're going. It makes the other person not very confident in terms of the decisions that needs to be made. They feel like they can't make a certain decision because, you know, this person here is not exactly present right now, or they're not protecting the stability, or they're not protecting the other person in terms of the stability, that they're not manifesting things properly, and that this person is not being included. So this person can't make certain decisions and be confident in the decisions that they make that's best for both of you, I feel. Also, like, I'm kind of picking up that this can also be vice versa as well. I'm also picking up that maybe because you guys are both on the same page at that specific time, bad decisions are made, or certain decisions are made as individuals versus what's best for you guys together. And it's really making maybe this person feel very unsure of the relationship, or unsure of how to move forward. This person feels because the bad decisions are being made, or the wrong decisions are being made. I feel like there's a lack of confidence between both of you. You guys can't depend on each other in terms of making decisions, what's best for both of you. But if you guys aren't communicating and you guys aren't on the same page, you can't really be upset when things like that happen, you know? I think that's it. I think that's all I'm picking up, Aquarius. Yeah. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your spread for the solar eclipse for August 2017. See you next time.